Good morning, happy Friday. I'm coming to you on this gloomy Friday morning with a little power yoga. Hopefully start your day in a good way. So we're gonna get started in about 2 minutes. Just need your yoga mat. And we'll try to go about an hour today. So it's gonna be a power yoga class. I'm gonna infuse some power moves, but some plyometrics, a little bit of challenging moves, but you don't have to do them. I will make sure that I give options. But again, it's Friday morning. My name is Allison Woodward. I'm the group fitness director at Coppermine. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to make sure you guys know we have tons. I think we have 40, maybe 45 videos on our YouTube channel and then on our Facebook link. They're all free. So I would love your help. I know people have been messaging me and telling me how much they appreciate what we're doing for you. If you could spread the word that it's there free, there's no charge. And there's so many different classes now and different times. Some classes are 60 minutes, some are 45, some are 20, some are 30. So if you can help me pass that word around, that would be awesome, because we want to keep, I know it's getting really hard for people to stay motivated. I'm getting that from a lot of people. So we want to let people know that those resources are there for them. And it's a variety of different things between meditation and bar and boot camp and yoga. So if you could spread the word, that would be awesome. Again, free at our Facebook page, Coppermine Racket and Fitness, at the Bear Hills location. So we're going to get started. If you're just joining me, we're going to infuse some power. You do what you want to do. The greatest thing that I've heard from people is that they have been nervous to take a yoga class, and being able to do it in your home without anyone around gives you that ability to just, do what you want. So maybe only take 15, 20 minutes, who cares? Just get the body moving. Hopefully the rain will stop soon and we'll get a cleared up day. Tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful. So just staying hopeful. I have music playing in the background that is license free. So it's not my typical music. So if you have something else you want to turn on, go for it. And we're going to get started. We're going to start in down dog. So we're going to start in a very active pose today. So I'm going to mute everybody that's on Zoom. So go ahead and get into your down dog. If you're just joining me for the first time, a good way to get into down dog is go to your high plank and then push back. You don't want your heels touching the earth. You want them off the earth. Get that great stretch in your legs. You can also really bend those knees. And I think what's great, for me, I do this all the time because I don't really care what anybody thinks anymore. But you're in your own home, play around with your body, play around with what feels good. So I have a generous bend in my knees, and this feels really great on my back. So I'm going to press my hands into my mat as if I'm pushing the mat forward and press my chest towards my toes. Play around. Maybe you like it better with straightened legs. Just make sure if you straighten those legs, you lift those hips up. And just feel the posture. Look to your hands, and I know for me, I have my fingers spread wide. Utilize your whole body today. So make sure, look at your hands, make sure those fingers are spread wide. Maybe your index finger and your thumb is making a big L on both sides, opposite L on the left. And use your whole body. If you're new to yoga, sometimes people feel a lot of pressure in their shoulders and their wrists in this posture, and it's just because you don't do this. Anything new, you're going to feel different places. Press the chest and start your breath. So we typically do an Ujjayi breath. I don't cue the breath as much because I like people to go at their own breath. I'll remind you to keep breathing. But if you want to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, and you're going to start to feel things in your shoulders, stay with that breath to stay in the posture. Awesome. You're going to walk your hands back to your feet. That'll take a little pressure off your shoulders. And now walk your feet a little bit closer together, a couple inches apart. Draw your chin to your chest and grab opposite elbows, fold forward. We call this ragdoll. Tuck your head in between your arms and let your body fall. Feel your body just let go towards the earth. Pull the chin closer to your chest and take 3 deep breaths. And I want you to take a moment and think of one word that fills you up. Just one word. Then release your hands to the earth. Take your hands to your shins. Take a half lift. Look forward. Feel that. That should feel really good in your spine. Maybe your knees are still slightly bent. Play around with your body. What feels good for you? It's different for everybody else. Fold forward. Take a nice deep breath in. Reach all the way up. Maybe reach up to the ceiling. Reach back to the back of the room. Exhale. Fold forward. Take a half lift. And then ground your hands back in. We're going to walk all the way out to a high plank. Lots of variations here. I'm walking out, so I'm using my body to get to my high plank. I'm going to roll to my tips of my toes. If you go to your knees, go to your knees. Honor what you need today. Hold that high plank, look forward slightly. Keep that breath going. If you need to drop to the knees, drop to the knees. We're going to slowly lower down. We call this a low plank or chaturanga. My elbows are going to squeeze into my ribs. I'm actually going to touch my rib cage, and my arms are parallel. My biceps are parallel to the earth. And then I'm going to press my chest forward, flatten my toes. Good. And even here, this first one for me, sometimes my back's a little locked up. If you need to drop to your knees, drop to your knees. And then slowly come back to your down dog. Start to walk your hands back to your feet. We're going to do this 2 more times. Fold forward. Half lift. Fold forward. Wake up your body. Chin to your chest. Slowly rise. As you rise, reach up. Maybe go further. Think of reaching your fingertips straight up. And then fold forward. Take a half lift. Stay with that breath. Ground your hands in. Walk your hands all the way out. So there's no rush here. Use your body. Start to feel your core, your hips. Come out to your high plank. Hold your high plank for 3. Spread those fingers wide. Press the whole hand into the earth. You're on your tips of your toes or your knees. And you're going to lower down. Hold your chaturanga. And now flatten your feet. Come to upward facing dog. To downward facing dog. Start to walk your hands back. Last time. You're going to fold forward. Take a half lift. Fold forward again. Again, tuck the chin to the chest. Feel a great stretch all on your spine and your hamstrings. Totally rise up. Maybe you reach back to the back of the room this time. Little back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Take a half lift. And then ground your hands in. You're going to walk out to a high plank. Little variation of a sun salutation. Come to those toes or your knees, whatever feels comfortable, and hold there. Find stillness in this powerful movement. One of the reasons I love yoga is this infusion of power, but then also as you're being powerful, you're finding some form of ease in your body. Lower down, chaturanga. Come to upward facing dog. To downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths. Now we're going to go into a typical sun B. So look to your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. Take a half lift. Fold and come to queen chair. Big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Sit down in your chair. Take your hands to your thighs. Feel this. Straighten your legs. That should feel good in your back, but relax the shoulders. And now land in your queen chair. Hold here. Use your breath. So tap into your breath. On that exhale, lower the hips down towards the floor. Good. Now here's our little power movement. You're gonna lift up an inch and down an inch, up an inch. You do not have to do this. If you don't like it, don't do it. If you like it, you feel more challenged, add it in. 4 and 3 and 2, and now release, fold forward. Half lift into your high plank. Maybe walk back. Feel free if you're ready to float back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Step your right leg through. Warrior one. So spin that left foot around so it's a 60-degree angle. So look back. Make sure your left foot is turned. Your right heel, your left heel are in alignment. Pull that left hip forward. Right hip back. Bend that right knee. Now reach that left hand forward and right arm goes up. Use that left hand to pull the left hip forward. Reach both arms overhead. And 2 times dynamic, straighten your right leg, arms come to your sides. And then get back in. So use that, reach those hands all the way back, straighten that right leg. Good, and then get back in and hold. Maybe you're a little deeper. The whole idea is we get a little deeper by adding in that dynamic movement. Now release the hands to the earth. Turn that left foot around. Ground your hands in. Lift that right foot up. Use your core. Hover your right foot off the floor this time. Hover it there. Hold it there. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. To downward facing dog, step your left leg through. Warrior one. Spin that right foot around. Look back at that right foot. It's turning an angle. Heels are in alignment. Start to bend that left knee. Left thigh is parallel to the earth. Reach your right arm forward. Left arm reaches up. Use that right hand to pull that right hip forward. Reach both arms up. 2 times dynamic. So straighten that left leg. Arms reach back. Get back in. So that idea is you get a little deeper each time. Last time, come in and hold. So if you don't like that variation of hovering your foot, then put the foot back into the earth. If you need to go to your knees, go to your knees. And now spin that right foot around, ground your hands in, use your core, lift that left foot up and back, hover it if you can, chaturanga, upward facing dog, to downward facing dog. Ground in, feel that down dog. It should feel a little different than that first one we did earlier. So let's put that together in a flow. So look to your hands, step or float, half lift, fold, come into queen chair, big toes touch, heels are slightly apart, sit in. Going back to that little pulse, spread those toes wide. The weight is in the heels of the feet. If you don't like this, just hold your queen chair for 8, 7, 6, 5. Stay with me. 1 more. And now release, fold forward. Half lift into your high plank. Chaturanga. Up dog to down dog. Right leg steps. Reach up, reach back. And then release. You can hover that right foot off the earth. Flow through. Left foot steps. Warrior one. Make it as big as you can. And then release. Hover that left foot if you can. Let's do that one more time. Back to down dog. Right leg steps. Warrior one. And then release. Vinyasa through. Back to down dog. Step your left leg through. Warrior one. Reach up. Maybe reach back this time. See where you are. Vinyasa back to down dog. We're gonna add in warrior two. So look to your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift, fold, come to your queen chair again, land in. This time, what does it feel like to drop your chest to your thighs? So my heart stays above my hips. I'm trying to drop my hips in line with my knees. If I can, I can. If I can't, I can. Who cares? I'm going to try though. I'm going to see where I am right now. And then I'm going to press down for 8. You don't need to do this. You do what works for you. But at the same time you're pressing down, you're reaching your hands forward, feeling that length in your spine. You're looking right in front of your toes. And now release, fold forward. Half lift into your high plank, chaturanga, up dog, to down dog, right leg steps, warrior one. Open to warrior two. Hopefully you're getting warmed up here. If you want more from this, and you can get more from this, bend this right knee a little bit more so the right thigh is parallel to the earth. Arms are parallel to the earth. 2 times dynamic, straighten your right leg. Hold this for the first time, right? Look up to your hands, and then reach your hands up. And then get back into warrior two. I want you to feel that sensation of the ribs lifting away from the abs. Straighten the right leg, reach up, look up. Get back in and hold. Take your left hand, just really thinking about this first time. Take the back side of your left hand up your back. Now some of you will be able to bind your hands together. Go for it if you want. Meaning that right hand will come back behind you and open up your chest. If you're just with the half on this one arm, draw that left shoulder back. Stay in your front thigh. What happens is we start to straighten that right leg. Stay in. Flip your right hand, reverse, look up. Reach up, feel that stretch on the right side. Look at your fingertips. And then release. Hover your right foot if you want. Vinyasa to your left side. Step your left leg through. Warrior one. Open up to warrior two. So same thing on this side. Left knee stays out. Spread those toes wide. Arms are parallel to the earth. Left thigh is parallel to the earth. 2 times dynamic. Straighten your left leg. Reach up, look up. And get back in. One more time. Flip both hands. Reach up, look up. And then get back in and hold. Your right hand can come around your back. Knuckle side faces your back. Draw your right shoulder. Now you might try it on this side. You might get closer like I am on this side. But if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. It does not define you. Do what works. Flip your left hand. Really reach it up. Feel that great stretch on the left side. And then release. If you can hover your left foot off the earth, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. If you can, you can, who cares? Maybe that's something you're going to work on. We're going to put that all together in a flow. So look to your hands, step or float, half lift, fold, queen chair, land in. Good, now lower those hips down as low as you can go. Then start to drop the chest down. As you drop the chest, you're reaching your hips to the back of the room. This time you're gonna reach your palms to the back. You're gonna reach your palms to the floor. Reach your fingertips to the back of the room. Little presses down for 8. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and now release, fold forward. Half lift into your high plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, step your right leg through, warrior one, make it big, open to warrior two, reverse your right hand, and then release it, Hover your right foot if you can, and vinyasa back to your down dog. Step your left leg through, warrior one. Open to warrior two. Flip your left hand, reverse, and then release. Let's do it again one more time. Hover that left foot if you can. Just increases that intensity just a little bit. Right foot steps, warrior one. You go as fast as you want or as slow as you want. Reverse and release. One more time on the left side, and then you should be warmed up. Woo. Left foot steps, warrior one. Open to warrior two. Flip your left hand, reverse, and then release. Find your way back to down dog. Good. Big toes to touch. Right leg goes straight back. So this is three-legged dog. If you want to open up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Now, we're going to do something 3 times. You can do it if you want. You don't have to do it. So we're going to flip over. So walk your left hand more to midline of your mat. Flip over. Reach up. And you're going to come back over. Right knee, right tricep. Right knee, left tricep. Take the right foot over the left side of the room. Reach up with your left hand. So right obliques, right shoulder. So what you just did, we're going to go backwards. We're going to do it 3 times. So left hand goes to the earth. Right knee goes to the left tricep. It goes to the right tricep. Take it straight back, bend your knee, open your hip, flip over, reach up. Flip over, right knee, right tricep. Right knee, left tricep, spin it out, lift up. 2 more times. Bring that right knee to your left tricep, to your right tricep. Straight back, bend your knee, open your hip. Reach up. Flip over, right knee, right tricep, to the left tricep. Take it out, lift it up. Good, do it one more time. Right knee left, right knee right. Take it straight back, bend your knee, open your hip. Good, one more time, flip it over. Right knee right, right knee left. Take it over the left. Hold here for 3. Use those right obliques. Look up to your left hand for 2. Good, then come to a high plank. Your heart rate might have gotten up. And now walk it out to a forearm plank. I'm going to do it on the left side first so you can see me. Take your left hand, hold your left leg. And now release back to your forearm plank. So you'll go over a little bit to the other side, but try to keep that right hip down. Right hand to your right thigh and hold. Back to your forearm plank. Back to a high plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Woo! I hope you felt that. If you did not, see if you can increase in difficulty in any way. So left leg's going to go straight back. 3-legged dog. You could stay here if you want. You can bend your knee, open your hip, flip over. I think we know what we're doing, right? So we're going to reach up, left knee, flip back over, left knee, left tricep, left knee, right tricep. Take the left leg over to the right. Hold here. Now use your core. Come out of that. Left knee, right tricep, left knee, left. Take it straight back, bend your knee, open your hip, flip over. Ha. Come back over. Left knee, left tricep, left knee, right tricep, left leg to the right. Spin it around and hold. Ha. Come back around, opposite way. Tuck that knee to the tricep, to the opposite tricep. Use your core. Take it back, bend your knee, open your hip, flip over. Let's do it one more time. Flip over, core. Left knee, left tricep. Left knee, right tricep. Flip that left leg over, spin it around, hold. Hold here. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Use more of your side abdominals, your obliques. And then come back to your high plank. Ha. Forearm plank. Try to throw some different things at you today. So your feet are a little wider than your hips. Take your left hand, touch your left thigh for 3. And now release, right hand, right thigh for 3. Stay strong, look forward. Forearm plank, high plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Woo! I don't know about you, but I felt that. I hope you felt that. Stay here. Press your chest towards your toes. Feel that down dog. Oh yes, you're so tired. You're so tired on that couch over there. High plank. Right hand comes to the center, turn to your left. My dog likes to sit on the couch and watch me do this and snore. Reach that left arm straight up. Reach that top arm forward. Keep reaching your left hip up. So our right obliques are working here. Take your top arm around your back, look up and lift up. Keep those hips lifted. Now you're just gonna switch. So your left hand's gonna go where your right hand is. You're gonna turn to the opposite side. You can always lift this top leg if you want more intensity. But the idea, sometimes we do the fancy stuff and it takes away from what we're working. Lift that right hip up. Reach that top arm forward. Stay strong. Reach that top arm around your back. Look up, lift up. And now release. If you can chaturanga and flow through, do that. If you need to go right back to down dog, do that. Big toes to touch. Take your right leg straight back. Right knee, right tricep. We already did this. Right knee, left tricep. Bring it knee to your nose. So come really high on the left foot. But bring that leg all the way through, deep lunge. So when I teach at Coppermine, I really encourage people to go to the place that's most challenging for them. So some of you are tuning in, you're in my classes. Feel free to do some of those arm balances, you know, if you want. I'm not doing them because I want to stay focused on these basics. If you want to go further, go further. Right hand reaches. Now, we're going to rise up. Try not to use the earth. Try to use your legs. Come all the way up. Right hand reaches to the back of the room. Left leg is straight. Bend that right knee towards the front of the room. Start to revolve this. So your right hand might go to your low back, but your left arm is going to go straight up. Your right hand might go to your left leg. Look straight up. Whoop. Reach both arms straight up. Crescent lunge. Now you're going to drop that left knee down towards the earth and straighten that left leg. Our little power moves here. Down, lift up. Now take it all the way down, those little presses down. Don't do it if it doesn't bother you. You can always drop that left knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten that left leg. Hands to your heart. Twist over to your right. So your right knee is right over top of the right ankle. Left elbow comes to the outside of your right thigh. So some of you right now, you're going to split the hands and bind. Go for it. If you split the hands, the left hand goes outside that right leg. It's a really deep twist in your spine. If you're staying with me, look to the right side of your room. Straighten your left leg. Come back up to crescent lunge. Really super strong here. Open up to warrior 2. Flip your right hand, reverse. Half moon. So try to use the right leg, push off half moon. So with half moon, you're gonna get your balance in front of your right foot. So your right hand's gonna hover the earth, left hand's gonna reach, straighten your left leg. Start to lift your torso away from the earth. So I'm gonna use my chair as my block, and I'm gonna lift up further. The idea is we're opening up the side of our body to the left side of the room, and then we're falling. Good, come back to warrior two. Hold warrior two. Your right leg should have some fire going in it. You're gonna take your left hand around your back, flip your right hand, reverse, but straighten your right leg for 3. And then release and vinyasa through. So you should have felt something on your right leg. Feel free to do a couple chaturangas here if you want. Up dog, down dog. We're so warmed up now. You can add or subtract anything to this practice. Big toes to touch. Left leg goes straight back. Again, left knee, left tricep. Go for the arm balance if you have it. Left knee to your right tricep. And then bring your knee to your nose, straighten your right leg. Come under the tips of the toes of the ball of the right foot. Step that left leg through. Deep lunge. Right leg is straight. Left knee is over top of the ankle. Bring that right hand a little closer to your foot. Reach your left arm all the way up. So I'm going to use the strength of my left leg. Hopefully it's going to carry me through. Hover my right hand and come all the way up. Try to use the left leg. Good, now I'm going to reach with my left hand to my right thigh, or I feel better reaching my low back. Left leg is parallel to the earth. Right arm is going to reach up for 3. Go as far as you can. Reach that left arm up, crescent lunge. Go down and straighten. So see if there's a difference on this side. 2 more. This time take it all the way down. Little pulses here. Little pulses. Arms reach, fingertips reach to the ceiling. Stay in it for 4, 3, 2. Straighten that right leg. Hands to your heart. Twist to your left. So don't dump into the left leg, right? You're twisting using the torso. So right elbow comes to the outside of the left leg. If you want to go further, go further. If you're staying on 2 feet, lift your heart up. Look to the left for 3. Feel really solid in your feet. Come back up, crescent lunge. And then open up to warrior 2. Flip your left hand, reverse it, half moon on the left side. So use this left leg, transition, left hand reaches down, right arm reaches up. So you're trying to open up your hips, facing the left side of your room, and then look up to your right hand. You're in your house. You're in your house. Take advantage of that. So what if you fall over? 4 more. Yeah. Now you go in your down dog. Come back to warrior 2. Super strong here. Take your right arm around your back. Reverse your left hand, and then start to straighten your left leg for 3. Feel that great stretch along the left side of your body. You earned that. And now as you come back to your mat, add or subtract. I'm going to add a couple chaturangas in because I feel pretty good right now. If I didn't feel good, I wouldn't do it. So don't do it if you don't feel good. Up dog. Down dog. So right about now, you should be noticing, my body's so much more warm. Takes me about 30 minutes now to warm up. Might take you 5 minutes and you're ready to go. That's why I do all these endurance things. Press your chest towards your toes. We're gonna add in another power posture. We'll do it on each side, just like we did crescent lunge. So look to your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift, fold, go into your queen chair. So we did this all in our sun bees. Big toes to touch, your variation, whatever feels right. Bring your hands to heart center. And then feel your body. Can you pull your belly button to your spine more? Can you lower your hips down? And then when you're ready, you're going to twist over to your right. And so as you twist to the right, the left elbow comes to the outside of the right thigh, and then start to lift your chest away from your thighs and hold for 3. Now, if you want to split the hands, your left arm goes outside the right leg, right arm reaches, and now I'm going to work on sitting lower for 3. Keep your knees together, don't let one slide. 2. And then come back to your queen chair. If you're still playing, keep playing. Hold your queen chair. Separate your feet a couple inches apart. So you're either going to hold here, so I'll face you. You're a couple inches apart. You're either going to hold here or you're going to press down. Some of you are going to kill me. Some of you are going to do little hops. And now release, fold forward. Oh, they're so good for you. They're so hard, but they're so good. Peace sign fingers around your big toes. Elbows are wide. Fold forward. Just allow yourself these few breaths. Fold forward, chin to your chest, bend those knees for 3. And then release, deep squat or crow. So if we were in the studio right now, I'd encourage you to play. Play around. You can go into deep squat, you can go into headstand, you can go into crow. You can go crow to headstand. Back to crow. Watch your knees get back onto your triceps. You're gonna lift your head up slowly and hold that crow for 3. If you're working on crow, keep one foot grounded in and then change feet. Find your way back to down dog. Maybe you vinyasa, maybe you add in those couple extra chaturangas because you're warmed up. Come back to down dog. Last power posture that we're doing today, look to your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift, fold, back to your queen chair. Big toes touch, knees stay together. Really important when we twist to the left, sometimes that right knee shifts forward because our hips, the movement is here from our torso. Holding here. Good. Now we're going to bring our our right elbow outside our left leg. So be careful. Keep that right knee back. Kind of set on the other side, but hold here. So first thing I work on is just lifting my chest. And then I'm paying attention. I'm saying to myself, okay, feels good on this side. I'm going to go further. Or no, I need to stay here. So evaluate what is right for you. We're not doing, because we're by ourselves, we're doing what's right for us. Sometimes we go into a studio, we try to do what other people are doing, and we shouldn't be. Do what's right for you. And maybe you stay right here, lift your heart for 3. Good, come back to that queen chair. I know you want to get out of it. Come on, stay with me. I know you're at home and I can't tell, but stay with me. I'm encouraging you. Stay in those legs. So either little presses down or little hops. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release full forward. Take your hands underneath of your feet. Get your toes to grab your wrists. Chin to your chest. And then release. So you might go into a deep squat. Maybe you would go into crow. So one of my projects was to switch my winter clothes to my summer, even though it was like 30 degrees, but went up to my attic and I found a sign for my Skywalkers lacrosse girls when I was doing a pretty big race a couple years ago. And it said, remember, Coach Al, you always have more. It's one of the things I always say, we always have more. We just have to tap into that for ourselves. Reach in and figure out we do have more. So right now, if you're thinking, oh, I've done 40 minutes, that's enough. See if you can do another 5. We always have more. Everyone has more to give. And then release, find your way back to your down dog. Up dog. Woo! Now we're going to move into some balance postures, which is definitely combining power and ease. So I'm going to go slow the first time, and then the second time through, go a little faster. So bring your big toes to touch. Take your left leg straight back. Yeah, left leg, left leg, left leg. Bring your left knee, bend it. And now take your left knee to your left tricep. Take it down to your left wrist. Walk it over to your right wrist. Bring it back up to your right tricep. And bring it to center and hold. I want you to try to get the knee into the chest. Hold there. You're on the ball of the right leg. The right leg is straight and you're looking forward. Don't look back at your feet. Look forward, look forward. Don't let the leg go back. Bring it forward. Crescent lunge. That's hard. It's a lot of core, a lot of shoulders. Come all the way up. And now you're going to go to eagle on your right. So your right leg crosses over top of your left. You do the leg first or the arms first. You decide. Right arm under. Pull that belly, pull it in, and sit down. Try not to lean forward into this posture. Wrap that leg around. So the higher you can wrap it around the thighs, the deeper the bind of the legs. Feel your left foot. Feel it into the earth. And reach the arms all the way up. Release the right leg. Straighten your right leg. Hold there. So every change we make challenges our balance. Slowly reach that right leg to the back of the room. Reach your hands to the back of the room. So palms face down. So I want you to think your left foot, the midline of your left foot is that focus. Press in with a midline to keep that balance. And then slowly transition back to eagle on your right side. Find your way. And then if you're not feeling something in your left foot right now, go deeper. Drop in more. Not by dropping your chest, by bending your left knee and your left ankle. Oh, I went a little further, so I came out of it. Who cares? At least I know I'm challenging myself. For 3, challenge. For 2. And now you're going to release the arms overhead. Reach that right knee up to the ceiling. Reach that right leg all the way back. So don't drop the right foot down until that right leg is all the way at the back of the mat. Crescent lunge. I want you to reach up. Reach back to the back of the room. Stay with me. This is hard. This is hard. Stay in it. And then release. Vinyasa through. Maybe you hovered that left foot. Maybe you do 2 chaturangas, maybe 3 down dog. Woo! So I don't really care if I fall out of a posture. I'd rather fall out than stay in some kind of comfort where I know I'm not challenging myself. But that's just me. That's my comfort. Because I come to my mat to try to explore what my body can do on a given day. And if I don't do those challenges, I'm not really being honest with myself what I can do. So bring the big toes to touch, right leg goes straight back. You do what works for you. Right knee, right tricep. Right knee down to the right wrist. And now the right leg is going to go over to the left wrist. And the left knee is going to go up to the tricep. And now we're going to bring it to center. Remember, it's a lot of shoulders, a lot of core. Step that leg forward. Come into your crescent lunge. So a lot of people come to their mat for different reasons. Just make sure, check in if you're just coming here so it can be perfect for you. Nothing should be perfect right now. We should just be exploring, feeling good in our bodies. We're going to cross that left leg over top of our right, eagle on your left. Good. So I get a little better bind on this side. My elbows are in line with my shoulders, and I'm going to start to bend my right knee and my right ankle to get deeper in. Breathing through. Now you're going to release the knee, release the arms. Hold here. Feel that right foot, that midline of that right foot. Straighten your left leg. Hip flexor strength on that left side. Good. Keep those toes up to the ceiling. And then slowly float that left leg to the back of the room. Airplane. Palms face down. Fingers reach to the back of the room. So are you fully in this posture now? Is your torso parallel to the earth? Is your left leg parallel to the earth? Arms are lifting up, palms facing down. Feel the fullest expression there. Now slowly travel back to eagle on your left. So you should feel something in your right foot. Once you get there, see if you can bend the right knee and the right ankle, get deeper in. For 3. Come back, lift that left knee up, arms reach up, that right foot is on fire. Slowly reach that left leg back, but we have power, we have ease, we can stay in this. Reach those left toes to the back of your mat, crescent lunge. Reach all the way up, reach back to the back of the room if you can. For 3. And then release. Vinyasa back. Maybe you hover that right foot. Up dog. Down dog. So those were a couple balance postures. We did our warm up. We did our power. We did our balance. Press your chest towards your toes. Spread those fingers wide. Back to the very beginning of class. Press and hold that posture. Maybe bend the knees. How does that feel on your back? Play around. Big toes to touch. Take your right leg straight back. Step that right leg through. Warrior 1. Open up to warrior 2. Flip your right hand, reverse. Right forearm touches the right thigh. Left arm reaches and hold. Don't dump into your right leg. Let the right leg do the work. Space between, so this side of your body is straight. And then reach that top arm forward. As you reach that top arm forward, hover your right arm off your right leg. And then a lot of core here. Reach your right arm to the front. So palms of both hands are facing one another. Thumbs are shooting to the back of the room. And now start to twist at the torso. Look to the back of your room. Come back to warrior 2. Good, now start to straighten your right leg. We're gonna reach the left arm up, drop that right arm either towards the right leg or reach it to the front of your room. Or you can reach it to the left side of your room. Some people like that. Look to the outside of your left hand. Come all the way up. You're going to pigeon toe your toes together. Hands to your hips. Now push your hips forward. Actually taking my thumbs and pushing on my glutes, pushing my hips forward, looking up, looking back. And then fold forward. You might go into a headstand. You might go into a handstand. You might just fold forward and feel that stretch. What do you need right now? Do you need to challenge yourself more and take it up? Does your body need this forward fold? Nobody knows what you've been doing or what you need. Do what you need. I want you to walk your hands out. I want you to walk your hands out so far that you get on the tips of your toes if you can. If that's too much, then go back to that forward fold. I want your shoulders over top of your wrist. You're on the tips of your toes. Your hands are a little wider than your shoulders, but your shoulders are over top of your wrist. 3 breaths, that's it, 3 breaths. Bring your right knee into your chest and hold for 3. And now slowly take that right leg back to the earth. Reset your position. Bring your left knee into your chest and hold for 3. And now slowly walk that left leg back. Walk your hands back. Bring your hands to your hips, lift up halfway. And now slowly rise all the way up. Come back to your warrior 2. Flip your right hand, reverse. And release. Vinyasa, back to your down dog. Make it yours. We've done enough of these. Maybe you just go back to down dog. Maybe you're done with chaturangas. Do what works for you. Bend those knees. Big toes to touch. Take that left leg straight back. Reach it all the way through. Step it through, warrior 1. Open up to warrior 2. Flip your left hand, reverse. Left forearm to the top of your left thigh. So often people just dump right in like this. Try not to do that. Keep that length. Just like let that arm slide. Keep this thigh parallel to the earth. The other thing, a lot of people are here. If you need to be there, be there. But don't stay in a comfort, right? You're here to challenge yourself. See if you can go deeper. Reach your right arm forward, then lift your left hand off your thigh, hover that, and then start to reach your left hand forward, all that core to the back of your room. Come back to warrior 2. Straighten your left leg. Now we're going to do triangle. So where this left arm goes is up to you. Right arm reaches straight up. So we want to feel this on the outside of our right hip. You're going to feel it in your left hamstring, but that's not the focus. The focus is right here. So look up on the outside of your right knuckles. Come back to warrior 2. Flip your left hand, reverse. And then find your way back to down dog. Woo. Press your chest towards your toes. Close your eyes. How lucky are we? We have the time, with the space, and the body to do this practice. Being grateful will bring joy. Now look to your hands and then bring your knees to the center of your mat. And I'm going to show a very simple option. There's lots of different things here you can do. You can curl your toes and you can grab for your ankles. Or you can just bring your hands to your low back. Shoulders go back and down. Your knees are shoulder width apart. My feet are flat. And I'm going to push my hips forward and look up. So your version of camel. So maybe you reach back for your ankles. Just be really careful. As we do that, if you start to lean back, that's not the purpose. The purpose is to keep those hips forward. You get like a little bit of a back bend. Some of you are going to have a deeper back bend. Otherwise, you can just think and focus on drawing the shoulders down and together and looking up. And then you're going to release. I want you to bring your knees together and fold forward. Take your hands, grab the arches of your feet, bring your forehead to the mat, but really focus on drawing your chin to your chest. And you're grabbing your arches of your feet, but there's no tension in your body. You're relaxed, you're just stretching. And then release and come to your back, bridge your wheel, and then a couple minutes of core and you're out of here, right? So set your feet. And I've been doing bridge. Feel free to do wheel. Please don't do wheel if you've not done it before. I don't want anybody getting hurt. We don't want to get hurt right now. We want to be able to keep moving. So you're going to press your feet in. And both of these postures, the idea is hips up, and then chest back for 3. Chin to your chest. Let's do one more. I'm going to lift one leg up. So feel free to join me. 3 breaths on each side. So get into your bridge or wheel first. You could also do this if you have an experienced wheel practice. You can lift your right leg up and hold for 3. And then switch, left leg lifts for 3. Stay on that right foot. Don't come to the ball of the foot. Keep pressing in. And then release that leg, chin to your chest, come all the way down. Press your low back to the floor, soles of your feet together, knees wide. So that's been about 55 minutes. We're going to finish off just a couple minutes of core. We infused a lot of core in the practice. When you're ready, you're going to bring your soles of your feet flat to the floor, hands behind your head, and just crunch for 8. Now bring the knees up. Good. Hold here. And then start a bicycle crunch. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. You can work this muscle every single day. And the most important thing is bringing the shoulders off the floor. So if you're doing this with your neck, you're just doing yes and no. Try to focus on lifting the shoulder blades off the floor. Try to touch the opposite elbow to the inside of the opposite knee. Just a few minutes every day. So important. It keeps us, that's our stability. It keeps us stable. Our backs and our core in the front are so important. 8, 7, 6. The higher you can lift, the better. 4, 3, right elbow to the left knee. So right elbow, left knee. Right leg is 2 inches away from the earth. And now draw your right elbow towards your left toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now you're going to switch sides. So now your left elbow comes to the inside of your right knee. Both feet are flexed, left leg's 2 inches away from the earth. Now draw that elbow forward. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3. Now finish off strong. This is it. 16, alternate. 16, 15, 14. You're almost done. Stay with me. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. 4 more. You've got this. 2 more. And that's it. Bring your knees near your chest. Keep your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg to the floor. And now guide that right knee over to the left wall. Right arm reaches out. And then release, bring it back to center. Left knee comes into your chest, right leg reaches. Take your left knee over to the right, left arm reaches. Little spinal twist. One of my favorite stretches, because since I run and bike a lot, I get super tight right in here. It's called butterfly. So your right leg is going to cross over your left at your thighs. And you're going to reach up. You're going to grab the arches of the feet. Okay, so my left hand reaches for my right. And my left reaches for my right. My right. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. Opposite. And then, so I'm going to pretend my legs are butterfly wings. And I'm going to pull my feet away from one another. And then I'm going to drop my head. I'm going to lift my head back up. I'm going to switch my grip. So I'm going to grab the top of my feet and take your heels. Try to drop your heels to your butt cheeks. Mine will not touch, but you're going to try. Drop the head. So remember, one of the mistakes people make is they try to force a stretch. Let it be what it is. It is what it is. You are where you are. Let it be. Be okay with wherever you are and what your body can do. And then you're going to release. Left leg's over top of the right. This is called butterfly. Grab the arches of your feet and then lift your wings up and out and then drop your head. One side will probably be a little tighter than the other. Try to relax. And then release, grab the tops of your feet, pull the heels towards your glutes. Drop your head. And then release that bind and come to Shavasana. If you have another stretch you want to do, obviously do that. And Shavasana is the final surrendering posture. And not always, but more often now I'm doing readings. I typically will read something after class. So in Shavasana, you want your toes to fan out to the sides. If you can close your eyes, quieting the mind, tuning out anything that might be affecting you right now. Try to tune that out. Just stay with me for another 2 minutes. Take 3 really deep breaths. So take a really nice deep inhale. And on the exhale, see if you can relax your body a little bit closer to your mat. Taking those breaths and just using that exhale to completely decompress your body and your thoughts, take any of those thoughts away. And the people stayed home, read books, they rested, they exercised, made art and played games, and learned new ways of being, and were still. And listened more deeply. Some meditated, some prayed, some danced. Some met their shadows. And the people began to think differently, and the people healed. And in the absence of people living in ignorant, dangerous, mindless, and heartless ways, the earth began to heal. And when the danger passed and the people joined together again, they grieved their losses and made new choices and dreamed new images and created new ways to live and heal the earth fully as they had been healed. None of us knows what brings. We're living day to day, and what brings, what's coming around the corner. So we just have to stay hopeful, do the things that make you feel good, getting through each day. So you can stay in Shavasana or you can start to come out of it, totally up to you. And again, I just want to end today's practice with asking everyone if you could just pass along the word that we have all these workouts for everyone for free. I appreciate you tuning in. I am going to be doing my boot camp tomorrow and at 10. And then next Friday, I'm going to do an 8:30, 30-minute class of like some butts and guts. So we're going to change the schedule up a little bit, but you can find it on our Facebook page. Every week we post it. And we hope you stay well, and hopefully we will all be together very, very soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Namaste.
Thanks, Allison.
Thank you. Have a
That
great
was
day.
really a wonderful reading.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you, Kitsy. Thank you, Allison. Thank
Thank
you.
you, guys. Thank you.
Bye,
Have
Molly.
Bye, Kitsy. Thank you. Love
a
you.
great
Love
day.
you.